Alright, got a 3-day weekend coming up. Man, just don't get any better than that. Hello everybody, I'm Mark and you're watching the Garage Guy 879 channel. Tonight is Thursday night, April 28th, 2022. Like I said, I got a 3-day weekend coming up, and I thought I'd spend the first evening here doing a video from the garage, which is something I always love doing, okay? Now, a few weeks ago, I did a video called Taurus G3XL, or is it? Well, tell you what, this video, Taurus G3XL, it is. Why do you say we dispense with the opening segment here? We get over here on the bench under the bright light, we check it out. Let's do this. Alright my friends, here we are on the bench under the bright light. And as I told you before in that previous video, all I did was take the slide off the G3 and put it on the frame of the G3C. Voila, had my very own G3XL. Or did I? Well, you know, a lot of people's been doing that here lately, especially around here. It's already had this. And they haven't had any problems with it, and hopefully they won't, you know, in the future. But I'm, you know, not one to advocate Frankensteining a firearm like that. Plus, it also gives me another excuse to go out and buy another firearm. So, what do you say we go ahead and open the box right here? This firearm has not been fired or anything like that. Of course, you have your standard paperwork, limited lifetime warranty. Save $10 on a holster, $30 on a Viridian red laser. Here's the invoice from my local FFL, Scotty's. And here is the manual, G3 and G3C. And we open it up, pretty standard Taurus fare right here. Let's go to the back of it, see if we got a parts chart. Yes, we do, with all the parts numbered. I like it. Of course, you have your safety lock. It comes with two 12-round magazines. And let's see. Yep, made in Brazil. That's alright. No problem there. I will go ahead and get the firearm out. When you get these boxes, like I've said before, make sure you check under the cardboard. You don't miss anything. A lot of people does that with the Taurus Defender. And they don't see that there's another grip and another front sight under the bottom here. Let's get this out of the way. Alright. Pull this out of the bag. You know, I don't know if these are made in Brazil or Bainbridge, Georgia, or if the parts are made in Brazil, sent to Georgia, and then assembled there. I don't know how that works. Let's go ahead and get that off there. Don't like to rip the bag if I can help it. Alright, got the old tagger right here. Alright. Let's go ahead and remove the magazine. Nothing there. Safety flag. Hang on to those. You might need it one day if you go to a shooting range. A lot of them require you have these when the chamber is empty. Alright. Nothing in the chamber. Point name, safe direction. There we go. No problem. Now, the reset isn't bad. Of course, this has double strike capability. I really like that. A lot of people can't get used to this trigger. Tell you what, it is designed this way because of the double strike capability. There's no need to rat and tack another round in. If you have a misfire or a dud or what have you, you just pull it again. 9 out of 10 times, you're back in the game. Okay. Sight picture on here is typical G3, G3C line of sight here as far as that goes. blacked out rear sight. Get behind the camera. There we go. That's not too bad. I find for the most part these Taurus semi-autos, the G series, they're pretty well accurate. Now, let me get something and cut this off right quick. Here we go. Alright. There we go. Good to go. Now I look at this and what I basically see is these two mixed together. This slide on this frame right here. Picatinny rail, you do have, you know, the one notch right here. On the G3C, you have the same notch. I'm looking under the bottom here. I don't see any differences. Alright. As far as the slide goes, engraving's different, of course. G3 XL right there. See if the light can pick that up. There we go. Okay. You have the same front serrations on the G3 as you do the XL right there. Just a longer grip on this one. Pretty much the only difference I can see. We'll go ahead and take this apart right now. I'm going to hold that back. Takes down like a Glock or any other Taurus. Pull these tabs down, and just my luck, I happen to trim my fingernails today. Let's do this again. Alright. I can get a hold of it. Well, I can't. And of course the camera's running. This happens. Alright, let me locate that. There we go. Dual recoil spring. Right there, let's get that out if I can. There we go. Alright. Here's your barrel, right there. I believe that's a 4-inch barrel, the same length as the G3. And we look here at the frame. We'll do a little comparison here right quick. XL frame. Let's go ahead and clear this firearm. The G3C. Alright. Pretty much identical, wouldn't y'all say? Right here, I cannot tell any difference whatsoever. Really can't. Excuse me. Now, we'll go ahead and disassemble the G3, the full-sized. Point and aim safe direction. Good to go. Alright. Captive recoil spring. Don't want to get these mixed up. Looks pretty much the same thing to me. Alright. The barrel. G3 barrel. Right here. G3 XL barrel. Right here. Nothing is notched differently. Alright, we turn it upside down. Same thing. Okay. This over here. This over here. Let's go ahead and put this back together. That in there. Put that like that. Well, there we go. Well, that's a good stout spring in there. Put that back together. I couldn't tell no difference on the slides. Well, get in there. There we go. As far as this part of the slide back here, and this right here, I can see no difference. Alright, no difference. I think Taurus just decided, hey, why not take the slide from the G3 and put it on the G3C frame, okay? They've got another model out now called the XL. It's kind of like the Glock 19X or the Glock 45, and a lot of people really like it. But then again, a lot of people really can't afford to fork out $550 or what have you for a Glock. They can get something like this for almost half the price. Now, I gave $278 for this from Buds. Now, here is a 15-round magazine from my G3C. Goes in all right, no problem. But if we take the grip sleeve off the 17-round mag and put it on here, it's not going to work. You know, it's still going to be too long. See right there, you still got that gap, but you can still use the 15-round mag or the 17-round mag. And I've seen grip sleeves for these advertised on eBay. And if I'm not mistaken, Taurus may have them too. If they don't, they will be coming out with them. Now, let me get these things back together here right quick. Okay, we have the G3C slide and frame. No problem. Okay, put that in there. You notice I'm not racking it around. Put this back here. Alright, we have the G3 frame, G3 slide. Let's get this back on here. Alright. No problem. And let me get this grip sleeve off, back on this mag. Because tonight here at the garage, the G3 is my garage gun. So, safety on, and again, you notice I do not have a round chambered. Alright. Okay, sorry for that little early cutoff there. The batteries died in my camcorder and I had to replace them. But after I replaced them, I watched the playback of what I did here on the bench under the bright light, and I made one mistake. I said that the other firearm Taurus put out with the short slide and full-size grip that was comparable to the Glock 19X and the Glock 45 was the G3XL. No, it is the G3X. It has the G3C slide with the G3 grip, but I apologize for that error. Now, one other thing before I forget it. If you notice here, the G3XL does not have the manual safety lever as does the G3C or the G3 right there. Now, I was brought up learning to use a firearm, especially a semi-auto. Get back on there. All kinds of problems tonight. Anyhow, I was brought up learning to use, you know, a manual safety lever. So if it has one or doesn't have one, it's not a deal breaker for me. It's not a big deal. Actually, I prefer this because that's what I've trained on all these years. Also, another thing that gets me, the G3C here comes new from the factory with 3 12-round magazines. Of course, the G3XL here only came with 2. Come on, Taurus. You know, you can always add another magazine, kind of sweeten the pot. I'm sure people wouldn't mind paying a couple extra bucks to get that extra magazine like they do with the G3C. Well, what do you say we step outside here and we wrap this up. All right, what do you say we get this final segment here wrapped up real quick, okay? That on the bench under the bright light kind of turned into a mess, but hey, you know what, that happens. But I do believe I got my point across to you good people. Now this right here, a lot of people would say, hey, why not just get the full size? Well, you know, something like this. Longer line of sight makes target acquisition pretty well easy for more accurate shots, and the smaller grip on here makes for easier concealability, because this right here is the part that prints the grip. This right here is down in the holster. So yeah, you know, a lot of people would say, well, Mark, is this front heavy or what, you know, with the extra mass on the smaller frame? I really don't feel it. I mean, I can hold a G3C in my hand, and this one here, this one is a tad heavier, but not front heavier. And, you know, you can just barely tell the difference. Nice line of sight, point and aim, you know. This is something I have been wanting for a long time. A few years back, when I was doing like a Glock 19 video, I said I wish Glock would come out with something like the 19 slide on the 26 frame. And then I believe it was 2 years ago, I was sitting up here at the garage, and I said I really wish Taurus would come out with the G3 slide on the G3C frame. Sure enough, they did. You know, I doubt if it was because of me, but another YouTuber here has got a great channel, 2A out of Michigan. He experimented. He put the G3 slide on a G3C frame about a year before the XL came out. Took it out and shot a few rounds through it. Had no problems. So did some other people. They didn't have no problems. Now, I'm not going to stand here and say, well, if you already got a G3, just get a G3C and swap them out. No, I wouldn't do that. You could, but I wouldn't. Then again, like I said before, this just gave me another excuse to go out and buy another firearm. But yeah, this right here, I'll get a lot of good carry use out of this. And I hope to be doing the first shots video on this very soon, all right? Well, listen, I babbled on long enough. I'm going to lay this down beside SpongeBob here. Hope y'all found the video enjoyable and informative. And like I said, if you think that on the bench under the bright light segment was kind of messed up, that's fine. I do too. But like I said, I believe I got my point across, all right? I'm Mark, Garage G3XL.I. Hope to catch y'all soon. Please feel free to hit that like button. And also, if you're feeling froggy, hit the subscribe button. All right? Catch you good people soon.